Well, Britain is extending its coronavirus job retention program until the end of October. Now, the scheme supported more than 6 million jobs, paying up to 80% of wages. But the government has made it clear that that can't last forever. It says it does not want businesses and workers to become over-reliant on the support. The program is expected to cost around $60 billion until the end of next month. And for more, Ollie Barrett joins us from London for this. So, Ollie, tell us about this big announcement on the furlough scheme. Who will it benefit?
Well, it will certainly benefit the people that are currently furloughed and receiving their wages effectively from the UK government. The Chancellor, Rishi Sunak, confirming in his announcement that there are currently 7.5 million people furloughed under this scheme. What that means is if you add that to the public sector workers that the state is paying, we're getting on towards half of the UK working population being currently paid by the UK state. So it is an extraordinary situation that we find ourselves in. What the government is doing, though, is saying that beyond July, the system will start to have some flexibility built into it. The government's saying that 80%, up to 80% of wages will continue to be paid to workers at that point. But through that second phase of the furlough scheme, the government will expect employers to start contributing a bit more as well. They will also phase back in the ability of workers to come back to work part-time to try and clearly phase the economy towards the post-coronavirus world if and when that arrives. I think the fact that it's been extended until October gives you a sense of how seriously the government believes the economy is going to be affected and potentially for how long. But it also gives you a sense the fact that this flexibility is being built into the next phase, that the government does want to start to try and unwind this scheme if it possibly can, because it's hugely expensive. But also it gives you a sense of just how huge the government believes that the current shock the UK economy is going through is going to turn out to be.
Yeah, quite a concern, Ollie. Apart from labour supply, though, demand in economy has to be boosted as well. What does the government have in the works to help businesses?
Well, the government has already been extending grants, loans, guaranteed loans, support sector by sector for particular industries and sectors that are being very badly hit at the moment. Many of those discussions will continue and need to be longer term with regards to industries like hospitality, tourism, aviation that don't look like they're going to get much respite for a little while. The government does believe that its support scheme for the UK economy is among the most generous in the world, but there have been concerns about how much support is being provided, for example, to the self-employed, to the charity sector, also concerns about how the British government is going to end up paying for all of this. It has already said it won't go back to austerity, so that does lead you to believe that there are going to be very, very high levels of borrowing in the UK for some time to come, potentially again when the crisis eases, looking at tax rises as well to pay for the vast bill that is currently stacking up.
Yeah, much pain ahead. Thanks for that update. Ollie Barrett speaking to us from London.